welcome back to my channel, YouTube family, YouTube besties, or whatever. We're gonna eventually have to come up with a name. I really don't know what to call y'all. I mean, ain't like we that deep yet in the subscribers list, but I love y'all, the ones that are subscribed and be liking and be watching. I love y'all. So yeah, comment. So in the comments, let me know what y'all think our name should be. So I'm not keep calling y'all YouTube family or YouTube besties. Just let me know. But anyways, so I came for girl talk because it was something on the radio I was driving, and it kind of like made me ponder a little bit. Not even ponder, because I knew exactly what my response would be in that situation. Basically, on the radio, it was a child's mother, a baby mama, saying how her baby daddy don't do nothing, and the one time that he does get the kids, he takes the kids with him to go take pictures with his newborn baby and his wife, and she felt some type of way about it. I'm trying to figure out why. Why do you feel some type of way about it? If you already know he's a deadbeat, why do you care about what he does with them when he does get them? If he's not consistent with getting them, when you allow the children or child, I don't know how many y'all have between y'all, to go with their father, if they're not in harm's way, they're not in danger, whatever type of outing they have is none of your business. And it doesn't matter. He's not even consistent enough for you to care. So I feel like it's less about the children and more about you and your bitterness and your ego as the mom. And I'm somebody's baby mama. And I've watched my, child's father date multiple women, and I don't question him. I don't ask no questions. I don't care. Because I'm that far removed in my life. Like, you are not my business. My children are my business. And if my children come back with smiles on their face and say, yeah, me and daddy and Miss So-and-so did this, I'm all good. Because I could care less as long as they straight. The kid not hurt. They were fed. They were clean. They got back to me. Cool. Everything else is irrelevant. Your girlfriend's not chastising them. She's not abusive physically, mentally, emotionally, or sexually. Then it ain't nothing for me to say. Because you wouldn't want that man to say nothing to you if the roles was reversed and you had a husband and had a newborn with your boyfriend or your husband, and y'all decided to say family pictures. You would not want that man to say a lick to you. And your first leg to stand on with that would be, you're not even consistent to say nothing to me. And then your second hill to die on with that would be, I'm not your woman. So what do it matter what I do? So inconsistent daddy or not, deadbeat baby daddy or not, that ain't your man. So whatever he chooses to do with his wife and with his children ain't your business. The only time it becomes your business is when them children are hurt or harmed. That's when it becomes your business. That's it. Like, I'm just not understanding, like, why do y'all women like decenter your baby daddy? This is for all the baby mamas that still be feeling away when you hear about the new woman. I don't even care if that's the woman he cheated on you with. And I'm speaking from experience. I've been that girl. I've been the girl that felt some type of way because that's the chick you cheated on me with. That's the chick you quote unquote left me for. And then I had to come to realize, Negro, you're not even the prize. So she don't have nothing. She didn't gain anything but a body. She didn't gain nothing. And 9 times out of 10, they always end up putting the person through the same BS they put you through in 10 times worse. So you're not missing out on nothing. So what are you squawking for? What are you about to find tips and like little small nuances to fret about? I'm not saying this as a person who's never lived it. I'm saying it as a person who lived it. All that's irrelevant. Please take these kids. Please go take family pictures. Do all the things that's going to make you feel like Leave It to Beaver Daddy in a 24-hour span. Do all the things, because in that 24-hour span, I could be asleep. I could be making more money on. I could be outside. I could be with my man. Like, alone and uninterrupted. I could be doing self-love, self-solo dates, all the things, while you got them kids and y'all want to play house and play family. Go right ahead, baby. Go right ahead. And let's just hope the girl that he got is a good woman, because if she's a good woman, that's a plus, because that definitely means you have nothing to worry about. That means your kid is going to be in good hands. They're going to be taken care of, regardless if that man ain't crap or not. If she got a little ounce of her, that's a decent woman, that's a good woman, that's going to make sure they're clean, fed, looked after, and going to be in his ear to be more present. That plus, that's all you can ask for. Kudos to the stepmamas in that regard. And that, once again, comes from somebody that has been in that position as well, where I've, at one point in time, with my 2 middle kids' father, me and that man wasn't talking at all, but I could talk to his girl. Me and his girl could talk and be like, yeah, the kids got this coming up, bop, bop, bop. Or she'll hit me like, it's Christmas time. What are their sizes now? Did they grow any since last time, or were they in the same size? So we can have those conversations, because me and him wasn't. And I was okay with that. I was okay at the fact that she could hit my line and say, hey, I told him bop, 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 as far as the kids, da, da, da. I'm glad it's somebody else that can reassure him and be in his ear about his children, since for whatever reason it doesn't come to him that easily on his own. And it's not coming from me, because of course when it comes from you as the baby mama, it comes across like you bitching, you nagging, you complaining, you trying to be bossy, you trying to be their mama. And that's not what the case is. Sometimes it just always sounds better coming from somebody else. And that's the harsh reality of it. So I'm saying all this to say, decenter your baby daddies. Y'all are going to age horribly. Y'all going to gain stress weight and all the things from worrying about so much what your baby daddy is doing with the next chick, or even with your kids when they are not in your presence. If you feel that strongly about it or that bad about it, then don't send the children with them. If it's that serious, and y'all ain't gonna do that, because then he would have a hill to stand on and be like, oh, she's keeping the kids away from me without good reason, because you didn't have good reason. The only thing you bitter and mad about is that the chick is present and taking family pictures, and that right there shows that the illusion of the family that y'all created is now shattered. What you wanted probably with him at one point in time, he's doing now with somebody else. And it's a sting. Even if you don't think about that man every day, even if you know y'all being apart is for the best, stuff like that will start bubbling up things inside of you sometimes that you thought you already worked through, that you thought didn't even exist. And it does. So I'm telling y'all women to decenter. I say decenter men all in general, for real, and choose you first. But when it comes down into this specific situation that came across the radio with the young lady being mad at her baby daddy for taking her children to do family pictures with his newborn with the wife, he got a child with this lady. And you would probably be even more pissed if he did family pictures with the wife and the newborn and didn't include your children. Because then you would be ranting and raving saying, oh, what you forgot, you do have 2 other kids, or however many other kids he got. You get what I'm saying? And then in the sense, for men, it makes it a lose-lose. And trust and believe, I am not a pick-me. I am not advocate. Well, I used to be a pick-me. This is not a pick-me conversation. This is definitely logic speaking. This is not me trying to, go up for the men and saying it's all women's fault. Because no, y'all men do effed up stuff to why the women becomes bitter and acts like that. 9 times out of 10 in this situation, they're either still hunching, or you was just hunching her not too long ago and cheated on that woman with the current wife. And that's why anytime she's involved, the baby mama feels some type of way. More than likely, that's what's going on. So I'm not going to sit here and rant and rave and make it seem like, oh, men do no wrong and cape for them. I'm not. But what I am saying, as the woman, decenter your baby daddy. If he a deadbeat and you're cutting him off completely, do it legally. Where you're saying, hey, I have sole custody because he don't do X, Y, Z. He can have visitation and it needs to be set in stone and written, da, da, da. If not, when you do allow that person, allow your child's father to be in the child's life, allow it and be quiet. Unless it's some type of danger, hurt, harm, or abuse going on with the kids. That's the only time you need to be speaking up. or if more than once they weren't in compliance to what y'all originally agreed upon. Like if the agreement was, all right, I'm gonna pick them up on Friday at 7 p.m. and then I'm gonna bring them back Sunday at 3 in the afternoon, and he does pick them up Friday at 7 p.m. but Sunday 3 in the afternoon comes and goes, and you gotta keep calling and say, well, where you at, what you doing, because now you're interrupting like what I had plans and now I'm just waiting on y'all, or I had plans with the kids, or I need to get home by a certain time, or I need to go to work. When it starts interfering into your actual life like that, and he's consistently disregarding your plans and schedule, then you can advocate for yourself. But outside of that, be quiet. Be quiet, because you're gonna come across better. And yes, we shouldn't care about how it looks to everybody else, but in the grand scheme of things, in this instance of he took the children to take holiday pictures with their baby sibling and his wife, that's his wife, not a random girl, not some flavor of the week. That's his wife now. She ain't going nowhere unless they sign on a dotted line divorce. And now it's another child involved, to where they need to do all the sibling things as much as possible. Let them. Just saying. That's all I got to say. Decent to your baby daddy.